Welcome to the City of Vacaville State of the City presentation for 2014. I'm Mayor Steve Hardy, and during this presentation, we'll take a look back at what transpired in the city over the last year, as well as look ahead to the next 12 months. 2013 was a year of transition for Vacaville, climbing out of one of the worst recessions the country had experienced in years. We called 2013 the year of recovery. But that recovery has been slow. Like most companies in our city, staffing had been cut, employee concessions continued, and the ongoing issue of lack of support from the state in a variety of ways just added to the difficulty of the situation. So we had a choice: maintain the status quo or make a concerted effort to move forward. It was an easy decision. Now here's City Manager Laura Kouhn.
Hello, I'm Laura Kouhn, City Manager of the City of Vacaville. As the effects of the Great Recession began to fade, it became apparent that something was needed to help get the local economy moving in the right direction. That led to the creation of the City of Vacaville's Economic Development Committee, or the EDC. Formed in late 2012 by the Vacaville City Council, the first meetings of the EDC were held in January 2013. 11 members of the community, representing a variety of economic interests, met to discuss ways to improve the business climate in Vacaville. One of the products of this effort is the Economic Development Incentive Plan. This program is designed to stimulate private sector investment in Vacaville with the goal of retaining and growing the tax structure and jobs that are essential to maintaining a high quality of life for our community. The Economic Development Committee also encouraged the creation of Tenant Improvement Tuesday. TI Tuesday, as it's known at City Hall, is open to permit applicants every week from 10 a.m. to noon and from 2 to 3:30 p.m. on a first-come, first-served basis. The city provides the plan checking staff all in one location so that customers with a complete application can receive an over-the-counter plan review and approval, which results in them walking out the door with their building permit. This is much faster than having to wait for the typical plan check process to be completed before the permit is issued. Finally, Finance Director Jeremy Craig added Interim Assistant City Manager to his list of responsibilities with an emphasis on economic development. Jeremy's experience and background have added another level of credibility to our efforts to reach out to the business and development community. Now, here's Jeremy Craig to tell you more about what's happening in Vacaville.
Thanks, Laura. I'm Jeremy Craig, Interim Assistant City Manager for the City of Vacaville. Economic activity started to pick up in Vacaville in 2013. Most notably, the biotech industry enjoyed a bit of a renaissance as Genentech announced the activation of Cell Culture Plant 2 within the next year or so, bringing 200 more jobs to the region and reaffirming our distinction as home to the largest biotech manufacturing facility in the world. Genentech is a division of Roche. Just down the street, Janssen announced it was adding a new product line to its facility, resulting in 50 new jobs. Janssen is the new name for Alza, which is a division of the international company of Johnson & Johnson. And the city is in discussion phases with Novartis, another pharmaceutical company located in the city. A key element of the city's economic engine is based on these three pharmaceutical companies. After a 3-year recruitment effort, the city finalized and the City Council approved an incentive package with Icon Aircraft. If all goes as planned, Icon will bring an additional 100 employees to Vacaville when operations begin, with the potential for up to 500 jobs at full production within 5 years. This state-of-the-art aircraft will bring a new level of sophistication to our community. Dovetailing nicely with the Icon project in the aviation theme is the Jimmy Doolittle Center for Innovation, Education, and Patriotism. The Doolittle Center, which closed escrow on a parcel just behind the Nut Tree in 2013, will include a theater, regular and rotating exhibits, a flex space to accommodate a variety of events, and other amenities, including a hotel and restaurant. Much work still needs to be done, but a world-class meeting place honoring our servicemen and women is one step closer to reality. The center will give people one more reason to stop in Vacaville, another boost to our economy. And if you don't think economic development and education are linked, maybe this will change your mind. Solano College is working with both the biotech industry in Vacaville as well as the Jimmy Doolittle Air and Space Museum to expand their programs, provide a steady stream of trained, job-ready employees, and boost the reputation of the college as a collaborative partner and the success of the communities in which they operate.
We're spending a lot of time talking about economic development and recovery in Vacaville, and for good reason. The success of virtually every other aspect of the city is directly linked to the health of our local economy. A high quality of life and a safe community rely heavily on sales tax revenues generated by a healthy business climate, as well as property values, which once again are on the rise. And in terms of revenue, a once gloomy picture has improved in the last 3 years. At the end of fiscal year 2011-12, our emergency reserves stood at a precariously low $2.7 million, just under 4.7% of the city's general fund. But thanks to our resident support of measures I&M, the fiscal picture is coming into sharper focus. Our budget situation is stabilizing, and we're working to build our reserves to a more acceptable and stable level. Even with measures I&M, however, there are threats to our bottom line. A recent $3.8 million clawback is coming from the state in the near future. This clawback is associated with dissolving of our redevelopment agencies. This continues to have a major impact on the city's finances as we move forward. The signs of an improving economy are everywhere in Vacaville. The Nut Tree's growth continues with a variety of new stores opening in 2013 and into 2014, with Phase 3 of the project picking up momentum. New retailers now open in the center include Cost Plus World Market, Michael's, and Boudin SF Bakery, along with Sleep Train, Sleep Number, Charming Charlie's, and the Vitamin Shop. Krispy Kreme and Chipotle will fill a newly constructed building with more new tenants on the way. Likewise, the Vacaville Premium Outlets continue to be a steady provider of jobs and revenue for Vacaville. New tenants arriving in 2013 included Bare Minerals, American Eagle Outfitters, and K Jewelers. Adding to our reputation as a leader in alternative energy, electric car maker Tesla Motors Incorporated opened a charging station at the shopping center beside Interstate 80. The 8-charger station can recharge half a Tesla car's capacity in just 20 minutes. The Premium Outlets is a key driver in the city's economic engine as it generates much-needed sales tax and is a top tourist attraction for visitors from all over the world. The heart of the city, downtown Vacaville, remains a key element in the quality of life equation we talk about so often. Numerous events are held downtown, such as the much-loved Creek Walk Concert Series, Blues Festival, Oktoberfest, the first ever Italian Festival, countless musical events, and more. But a new level of excitement is in the air in downtown Vacaville with the opening of Theatre de Ville. Renovations began in 2013, and the new jewel of the heart of the city opened this year. The various concerts, events, and activities at the theater will bring a new spark to downtown Vacaville. The Vacaville community is host to several organizations that add to the quality of life in our community. The Vacaville Chamber of Commerce provides support to our local businesses. The Downtown Vacaville Business Improvement District provides the energy in our downtown, and Visit Vacaville promotes Vacaville as a place to come and visit, and most importantly, for visitors to spend their money. Many of the city's economic development programs and projects are in conjunction with the Solano Economic Development Corporation, which has been a huge help. The city is working with each of these entities throughout the year on all kinds of different projects, all geared to either help our local businesses, welcome new ones, or provide events and services that add to the vibrance of Vacaville.
But few things add to our high quality of life more than the level of public safety our residents enjoy. Crime stats for Part 1 crimes grew slightly in 2013, a fairly remarkable statistic considering where our staffing levels have been this last few years. And while reduced staff levels in all departments are the new normal, our remaining staff are doing a great job. Part 1 crime showed a tiny 1% increase over last year. Our numbers were down in the more serious crimes of murder, rape, robbery, burglary, motor vehicle theft, and aggravated assault. The good news is tempered by increases in burglary and a small increase in arson. In other police department news, after 9 years with the City of Vacaville, Police Chief Richard Word retired, leaving a solid department for his successor. In the meantime, Randy Ulibarri has been overseeing the department on an interim basis, and Lieutenant John Carley will be appointed as Police Chief on April 16th. Adding to our high level of safety was the designation of Kaiser Permanente as the Level 2 Trauma Center for Solano County. Kaiser also opened its Family Birthing Center, a service long awaited by the residents of Vacaville. The Labor and Delivery Unit gives Kaiser members in the region a place close to home to welcome new additions to their families. North Bay has announced the initiation of a new cancer center at the Vaca Valley Hospital campus, further enhancing services and programs to their customers as well. Planning has always been an important key to the success of our community, and one need look no further than the current general plan update process. Started more than 3 years ago, the effort to update the blueprint for the future is in its final stages, but more work remains before it can be sent to the City Council for final approval. Finally, we said goodbye to 2 longtime employees. Maureen Carson announced her plans to retire as Director of Community Development, and Cindy Johnston called it a career as the Head of Housing and Redevelopment. Maureen has been replaced by Barton Brierly, former Community Development Director in Newburgh, Oregon, while Cindy was replaced on an interim basis by Emily Cantu.
Despite all the changes in staffing, one thing has remained the same in Vacaville. Our Community Services Department did an excellent job of providing a wide variety of events and activities for our residents in 2013. Offerings included everything from golf classes to wedding expos, to music classes, to sports, and a wide variety of activities for youth, adult, and co-ed leagues. And our Creek Walk concert series continues to be a great success due to the support of its followers who have helped us keep this event by chipping in with a low-cost gate fee. Putting the public in public works is one of the goals of Steve Hartwig, the new Public Works Director for the City of Vacaville. Steve takes over the largest department in the city and brings a passion to his job. He is an advocate for his department and, by extension, all the people who are touched by his department, specifically every resident of Vacaville. Work also continues on the tertiary treatment plant at the Easterly Wastewater Plant, the largest public works project in the history of Vacaville. About a year of work remains on the $150 million state-mandated project.
Overall, 2013 was a good year in the city of Vacaville. The economy started to awaken from its 5-year slumber. City employees played a major role in getting us through another difficult year. Economic activity picked up, and the doom and gloom of previous years started to lift. As always, our optimism is guarded. Despite signs of a turnaround, there's no guarantee the upswing will continue. The housing market continues to improve, but volatility remains. Any number of actions at the state level could have a major impact on our city, and we rely upon our representatives in Sacramento and Washington, D.C. to support our interests. One thing is certain, the future of our city is a bright one. Yes, it's a new day in local government, but with strong leaders in key positions and a well-trained staff, Vacaville is poised to address that future in a productive, successful way.